Here we are again to receive from nature that of which it has released millions and millions years ago. And we are diving deep into the immortality realm, infusing ourselves with the cosmos and receiving the right frequency and right vibration that will make us immortal entities, revealing our identities in the present. Welcome back. Immortality image, don't I come in here to speak to you again on the issue that men have taken to be not too relevant, not too significant, maybe because of they have not found the avenue where they can get these truths. These truths turn our eyes every day. These realities are standing and confronting us day by day. Or maybe because some people become so naive, some people become so not very complacent, the system of light in the world have radiated away our consciousness of even seeking from truth inside some darknesses, and they think that everything they see is normal. Nothing is normal. That you wake up in the morning, find yourself entrapped in the system of work, school, work, religion, subdividing your life into different departments that makes you not to be coherent, that makes you not to be very complete, that make you not to be able to put yourself together, as that matrix is uncommon, is abnormal. It is very, very obscure, very bad. Now think about it. The reason why people don't want to give attention to things that are very complicated and complex in definition is because not that they don't want to, but because they don't know where to get the answer from. Everything around us, speaking illusion, deception, lies, even from where you are born, from where you find yourself in religion, in the concept of which you find yourself amidst your peers, there is no truth. Nobody is ready to dive into those realms. And from where I come from, our fathers, as fast as I knew my grandfather, our ancestors, they were men who toyed, who played, who dived, who swam in the rivers of mysticism. And they dealt with issues that today we present in the religious concept. People are scared to handle them, and then we term them devil, we term them evil, we call them occult, we call them stupid names, as if you don't even want to understand what is the meaning of occult. Nobody have ever been able to tell you that it has nothing to do with the devil. Because even the dictionary you're using is religiously influenced, is interpreted religiously. And that is why they kept those names, scaring you away from knowing that occult does not have anything to do with the devil. Occult means a hidden knowledge kept away from your eyes. And some people say, oh, they are secret society. Why would they not be secret? Because you don't know what they go in there to do. If you know what they do inside there, it's no more a secret. And the fears the religion has bound us all. From the first day you are in the church, binding the same devil every day, and upon that the next day you keep binding. My dear, come on. This devil should have been dead by now if he exists that you keep binding. Why are you wasting your time? They keep pointing your attention to a God that is hanging somewhere. They take your attention away from you, the original entity that needs to evolve, the original entity that needs self-realization, and they are asking you to start looking for God somewhere in distraction and disguising in a form that out here have the solution. No wonder many of them back home in Africa, where I come from, no more become men of God in quotes. They now become God of men. People worship them, venerate them, see them as principalities. And when they come, people bow, people do a lot of things and becomes some zombies. People has been brainwashed. People has really been bewitched that they don't want to ask of some truth. Not what you are doing is my problem. Why are you doing it? Why are you upholding this standard of your faith? ask some questions. I will be here to be entertaining these questions. And I know many of you will not like me because I'm never going to speak from a religious perspective. I will be speaking from the angle of truth. But many who are longing to hear this reality, they will be giving a thumb up and they will be responding to these videos. I will be happy to entertain some questions that will be coming from this platform. My name is Nemeka Don Ike, and I am a Biafran. I'm Nigeria, and I'm from the Igbo tribe. I will tell you little thing about what spurred my spirit to this height. I was born in a Christian family. My father, late father, who was a psychic, a mystic, who was diving deep with his own siblings into a lot of divine, but found himself entangled in the religion and the church. In the process, he could not manifest. I know much about his own father. These men were extraordinary men. My mother, she's alive. We are all from the Catholic Foundation. I don't have any problem with the Catholicism, but just know that Catholicism is totally different from Christianity. If you could not know, ask questions. I will tell you more about Catholicism. It's a very high defined order of damn occultism. Hey, I didn't bring it to anything called the devil. Occultism means they keep and they hide a lot of hidden knowledge from your awareness. They only give you the one on the surface, but the other one that is hidden, that is even the most sacred information that can evolve you. They have it, but they don't want you to have access to it. Does not make them evil. Get me right. They are preserving it for them who they can believe have evolved. And that is why a priesthood is a priesthood. That's what they call it. And that is a fraternity. Fraternity is not anything attached to evil. Fraternity is a game of people who uphold one philosophy, and that philosophy is by initiation. Now you get it. Initiation has nothing to do with the devil. Initiation is a practice that you will do before you will know something. If you are not ready to practice this, if you are not ready to take these terms, that this is a sacred information, high classified information, they don't even go into there. Now that is why we that came out from those kind of platforms, we understand. Personally, I have dived into a lot of them. I don't know where you are coming from, but this is my own story. And then at the age of 3, I was taken into the blood rosary. From the blood rosary, I have the rosary, Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord. I am chanting and chanting every minute. My mom keep making us chant it. Thank God for those times. Thank God for the rosary. Thank God for those litanies. But when now I have evolved, whenever I take time and look into the depth of those prayers, how pure, how sacred those prayers are. If you turn it from the other side, those prayers, those incantations, and that's why I love Catholicism. They use the right language. They call it, they invoke the spirit. They go to the shrine of the Mary. That is the shrine. They go to that place to make some incantations. They use the right word. They use the invocation. They invoke the spirit. They call on the Archangel Michael. They invoke Raphael. They invoke Rohel. All these past angels, they invoke them. They use the right language. But to the mere person who go to Catholic and come back, he don't even understand that there are some practical spirituality, practical hidden knowledges that are hidden in those realms. And that is why men found themselves in knighthood, where they uphold secret and they will not let you know why. Now, I have crossed beyond those areas. I am bringing this information for you who want to understand how to journey out from these traps, how to move forward. My dear, there are many dimensions in the realms of the quest for self-realization. Nobody will ever come to deceive you that it takes only one path to be self-mastered. Nobody. Never listen to any story that somebody come telling you, oh, you must do it in a Hindu way. I understand Hinduism very well. I understand Taoism, Tibetism. I have seen many who are pure psychics. But the diversity is a beauty. The mother of nature, the cosmos itself, has many ways to express himself to every soul that is ready to journey. There will be an awakening, there will be an alignment, and you will be responding to the influence of the internal. You are not going to be responding to any religion. You are not going to be responding to any master, any pastor, any bishop. Let me tell you one secret. Whenever you get tired of listening or responding and obeying these masters, these principalities that have found themselves, exalted themselves in religion, that is one sign that you are about to journey. That is one sign that your journey is beginning. And when you become so discontented, bound in distress and in debt, anytime you even find yourself in the midst of the so-called churches and you're not comfortable, that is a passion in you, that is something boiling in you, that is still a hunger in your spirit, meaning there is something out there you need to go and know. God I would never put a bond to your knowledge. After all, don't you know that Adam outgrew Garden of Eden? Garden of Eden was a place to outgrow. Time came when Adam outgrew it. Forget about the whole story that they concocted and gave me and you. I was a victim some time ago. But as I will always say, whenever you're reading the Bible, don't take it as one holy book that from heaven. No, the Bible is a pointer. Get it right. It's a manual. It's a manual. You know, when you see the story of Adam, reconcile it with the history of creation from the Egyptian archives, you will understand that somebody who wrote that copied it from another place. That was the same Moses. The same Moses. Hello. Now, let's get it right now. Now, Adam outgrew his Eden. Eden was created for somebody to outgrow it. He has learned all he needs to learn on this realm. And God gave him, whenever you finish learning, see here, break through the walls. There are knowledges down there to learn. Those knowledges are not evil. Nothing about them is evil. Everything, if you are a seeker, everything you are going to learn on the path of your journey will keep evolving in you. Rediscovering God inside, not the outside. Nothing on the outside is going to teach you God. Get me right. In the God dimension, I will be, I'll be relaxing. I'll be on that concept of the God thing for people who want to walk with me to that level before I will move on. Okay, because there are more to these than these. Okay, so nothing on the outside is going to be able to teach you God. It is from your inside. Do you understand? It is from your inside. Everything that Adam needed he has explored Eden. So he need to go beyond Eden. That is the same thing that happened. Your Eden became your family. Your Eden became your home. Your Eden became the religion you find yourself in the church. Every day you are clapping hands and dancing and jumping and binding the devil, where people are here lying down and so traveling into diverse astral realms and begin to learn with some masters. And when they come back, they will begin to evolve science and launching some technologies that the world will be responding to. And you say, oh, these are evil. Forget it, bro. What you are doing is that you are relenting, you are constraining yourself. You have outgrown that level. Wake up, come on, wake up. You have outgrown that level of reading and doing a night vigil and fasting and praying down home in Africa, and somebody here in the first world is evolving and diving into realms of spirituality and tapping into self-mastery, and they are young and they are becoming very high profile masters, handling deep informations that is changing the whole world, and me and you are here still clapping hands. I am talking in the United States. I am here in Ohio, Columbus, Ohio. But I am going to focus my message. I am going to focus my awakening to my brothers, down my sisters, my siblings, my friends back in Africa. A lot of things are going on now in the 21st century. Information are changing. Dimension of awareness is becoming upgraded. A few years ago, me and you, we remember when we are going to the post, the telecommunication company, to die wire. We die one, we roll it, two, we roll it. That was a few opportunity to use the phone then. A few years ago, we remember how the telecommunication came and we were having all those long something that you keep pressing and pressing, nothing like the internet. And now internet was launched. Man was brought into the realms of a corporate existence, a community. Everywhere you are connected to the internet. That is the climax of human evolution. Now, It is going beyond the internet. But some people, many of us can't even ask questions. If science is evolving, why am I not evolving? Why am I still trapped in this religion? And that is why I say, and I will be coming back time to time to awaken you that it's time to sit up, ask some questions. How many years have you been practicing this Christianity, Islam, or whatever you call yourself? I don't want to start talking about other religion from the southeast where I have also lived, in the Hinduism, the Buddhism, and all those isms. I don't also want to talk about some other areas where we have in South America, because they know where they're coming from. Because I am telling you that if there are people who have not touched spirituality, it's Africa. They are so much religious, and religion is a bunch of activity without spirituality, and that is religion. They give it to you. Christianity is a bunch of religion without spirituality. That is Christianity, a bunch of religion without spirituality. Abraham walked as a spiritual man. Abraham was a mystic. Abraham was a magician. If you don't know it now, Daniel you think he's a prophet, or so-called you think he is a pastor, he is a prophet. No, forget it. He was the chief magician in Babylon. He was the chief magician that Nebuchadnezzar have to assign him the highest keeper of all magical awareness and knowledges in Babylon. That was Daniel. But you always think he's a pastor. No, magician is magician. Whether he's black or white magician, you don't know the dimension he was operating. You don't know the frequency. You don't know the frequency and the realm he was operating in. Moses, you think that wrote Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Number, Deuteronomy, and the other books which I'm going to bring in. You think he was what? A prophet, a pastor, a bishop? No, bro. He was a magician. One of the most powerful magicians in Egypt. That was even raised with Ramses, the son of Pharaoh. Many of us don't even want to understand these peoples, these personalities. And when you read the Bible, you think you are reading, because you want to interpret everything in that book in a Christianized way. Don't Christianize that book. That book is not a Christian book. Hello? That is why they brought the New Testament. Everything about the New Testament is to point Abraham to Jesus. No, forget that. The Old Testament is not a Christian book at all. A little, deep little of it was Judaism. Much of it was Judaism. And the other aspect of it you don't know. You will find men like in the Nineveh, you will see issue about Assyria, you will see issue about Nebuchadnezzar and Babylon. You think those were Judaism? You think they practice Judaism or Christianity? Oh, what about this man in the book of Genesis chapter 11 when we talk about Nimrod? Do you know who he was? You think he practiced Christianity? Or Enoch, who the Bible even uses one verse to describe Enoch, a superpower. I'm talking about a high influential champion in his days. Only one verse. And you think he was a Christian? That is the problem. We want to Christianize all these figures. Stop doing that. They are not Christians. Okay? Now get it right. That book is more of a book that pointing you to mystical entities. It's a book that is a pointer. It gives you idea of how to practice, how to dive into the realms that these people touching. And when you hear a story of Abimelech, you hear a story of Methuselah, you hear a story of Noah, and some people don't even know. Can you go and find information about Adam outside the Bible? That is when you start balancing yourself. I tell you, we are going to be keeping this journey going, and then everything is going to make sense to you. I promise you. Everything is going to make sense to you. As I'm talking, I can reconcile everything from any angle. From the angle of spirituality, religion, mysticism, whatever, I can reconcile. And that is the fifth dimension. We call it the dimension of oneness. Oneness with the cosmos. There is no image, there is no building, there is no structure. We break down every structure. We go beyond everything about the world being spherical, about the combs, about the sphere. No structure. No structure. You are the one at the center of the cosmos. You are the matrix. That's a fifth dimension. You see it. Your third eyes are all open. You leave this body and go wherever you want to. You learn from the angle you want. You visit the Akasha. You learn from the masters. You are becoming that real spiritual entity, that real self, that real cosmological, atomic, most wonderful, most beautiful substance that drop out of the cosmos. You become that complete puzzle, that indivisible, that indestructible, smallest particle of the cosmos. That when you play, when you feel it, the cosmos will be complete. I'll be right back.